If you've heard the term webcasting or streaming media, you probably know that it's used to make video programs available on the internet. You may not know, however, that the University of Wisconsin-Marinette is a leader in adopting this technology to serve the needs of students. In 2009, UW-Marinette was one of only 2 campuses selected among 13 campuses in our system to pilot a webcasting technology called Mediasite. Based on the success of streaming a Spanish class this first year, the college expanded streaming to a number of classes in the 2010-2011 year. Quietly occupying a corner of the back of a classroom, the Mediasite system records a video of a class session, what the teacher says, information presented on the whiteboard or PowerPoint, and sometimes student activities. While the technology itself is advanced, it's easy to use for both teacher and students. Mediasite has 3 components: a video camera, a computer, and a microphone for the teacher, as well as ceiling mics to capture student questions and comments. To view the webcast later, students use a web link provided by the teacher to bring up a list of clickable links, each representing a clearly labeled class session. While viewing the webcast, students can skip parts, replay other parts as needed, and even speed up or slow down the presentation according to their needs.
If a student has to miss a class, maybe they're sick, maybe a family member is sick, in the past, or if I'm not streaming the class, the student comes to me and says, I really want to make this up, what did I miss? And I can give them the highlights. I can tell them what I said, summarized, I can give them handouts, but I can't capture that classroom experience. The best part about Mediasite is that it captures the classroom experience for students. They hear me, they hear their peers, they learn from that whole experience. The feedback I've gotten from students has been that they love not having to miss class, right? That they can have an event happen in their lives, they can have a change of schedule at work, and for a day, a week, a couple of weeks, they can attend class through the streaming, through Mediasite, and still keep up with everything. The biggest challenge I think instructors use the first time they use it is getting over being on camera. It took me a long time to get over the fact that I felt like there was another presence in the room, and I felt like maybe people were going to judge me or watch it later. You get kind of paranoid a little bit about this observer of your teaching. But as soon as I started to have students watch it and say feedback to me and give me feedback about the class session, I realized this isn't about judging. This is about providing the students with a service. And it's about giving them accessibility to the class even when they can't be there in person. Using Mediasite made me rethink certain types of teaching methods that I use. It made me realize that maybe I could put together a short PowerPoint rather than just relying on writing the examples on the board as I sometimes would have before. It made me, even with the ceiling microphones, streaming makes me repeat student questions and student responses in different words, and I think that's a great teaching technique for everyone, even the students who are face-to-face, because I'm clarifying that I understood your question and I'm clarifying that I understood your answer, and sometimes then a student has said back, it's not quite what I meant. Okay, great. So it has changed my teaching in some subtle ways, but I think those were good changes, and they helped me be a better teacher.
I've used the streaming stuff outside of class because it's easier to just catch up on the lectures at your own pace and to see what the professor is saying as many times as you need it to be said. And I've noticed that it's helped me in my quizzes and my test grades because I can hear what the professor is saying as many times as I need. If I knew that a class was being streamed, I would absolutely consider more strongly taking that class because it would help me a lot more. I'd know that I'd have that safety net to fall back on.
So I think we're going to continue to use streaming to strategically choose classes that students need, maybe a class that we can only offer once each semester or once a year, say an econ class that we only offer once a year. And then that's offered via streaming so that if the person isn't available at that one particular time, they can still move forward with their degree.